So last week I went to my local audio equipment store to check a very cool, for a lot of people, technology called active room treatment. This technology is built by the Swedish company Dirac. Dirac offers three different packages, which are basically audio filters for your audio system. The first one does the room correction, which are basically reverberation and reflection. Dirac Live Room Correction is a software that tool to optimize the performance of your audio device. It automatically identifies and compensates for any problems areas in your room for the best possible audio experience. The second one is all about bass control. This one corrects the low frequencies. Dirac Live Bass Control is a specialized algorithm that optimizes the low frequencies performances of your audio system. It runs alongside the Dirac Light Room Correction to manage the interaction between your subwoofers and speakers. And the third one is what they actually call active room treatment. And this is the software that will help you to improve your audio system at most, or at least this is what they claim. Active room treatment is our most advanced audio correction technology. It unites all the speakers in your system to manage the acoustic challenges of your room without relying on physical tools like panels or diffusers. So the company offers you these three sets of filters, but in order to have active room treatment, you need to purchase the first two. And in order to have bass control, you need to have the first one. So you get the point. And the price for all the three of them, they had like a special offer of $800 for all three of them. We spent more than 1 hour listening to how they uses algorithms and set of filters in order to improve the audio signal of your audio system. What they do is basically they place the microphone in 10 or is minimum of 8 places in the room, and then when they measure all the audio, they uses the software in order to have the best EQ for your audio system for you to enjoy music as good as possible. This is what they claim, and it's a very impressive. I have to say that it is a very impressive technology, because you see the charts and how the audio gets messed up. Because, I mean, in a room you have windows, you have glasses, you have not, the room is never symmetric, so the sound will never be like optimal. And what Dirac offers you is this set of filters for you to filter all those negative aspects of the audio, and you can enjoy the sound as pure as it was in the recording. So from where I was in the presentation, which was a small rectangular room, they play three things. They play first a jazz song, and then they play 2 segments of some random movies. I will judge only the first one, because I think that whenever you have video interfering with audio, it's never like a true and honest opinion. So we'll talk about the jazz song. Okay, so they play the song, and they play the song with the filters on, with all the filters on, the 3 packages all together. And then they went on and off for you to notice the difference. And there was obviously a huge difference. The sound with the active root treatment and all the rest of the filters applied sounded more clean and more cohesive, if that makes sense. The bass notes were kind of messy without the filters, but with the filters on were like more noticeable. You can clearly listen what notes were playing. Nevertheless, I think, even though I like both, I think that, from my opinion, what it did, all those filters applied, what they did was to take out the life of the music. I mean, yes, maybe it sound better, or it sounded better in charts or in performance, And but in reality, without the filter supply, I could feel like the player were like in front of me. And with that happens also with live music. With live music, you can tell that music is not perfect. Whenever you hear music, music is full of distortion, reverberation, and that's the fun part, I think. And they claim to have like the best sound uh, uh, of your audio system. This is what the company claim, but I don't think that's totally true. I think that what they offer is to have the best audio from most of the points on your listening room. But that doesn't mean that that sound will be better than a good place audio system, a good place stereo speakers, and just in the sweet spot. I bet that in the sweet spot you can hear a far better sound, in my opinion. I really think that these kinds of technologies are meant for another type of audiophiles or audio enthusiasts. And there are some audiophiles that likes to see charts and like to judge some audio equipment based on that. And then there are other type of audiophiles or audio enthusiasts, which is where I am, I think, which relies only in how the system sounds. For example, I like a lot of tubes. I have preamplifiers and amplifiers with tubes, and I know that tubes don't measure okay. They measure quite bad, honestly, and I don't think that's a bad sign. I mean, when you have distortion in your audio, it doesn't mean something bad. Maybe it's better. Maybe it sounds more real that way. And maybe those kinds of filters and softwares are meant to other kinds of audio enthusiasts that maybe listens more in surround system, or doesn't listen a lot of music but more movies maybe. And that was just my personal thought about active room treatment. But honestly, have you ever heard an audio system with this technology? What do you think about? What is your opinion about it? Do you think it is the same as me, or do you think this is something that really could improve your audio experience? Let me know in the comment section. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.